Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies with the intentions to translate these divine messages as accurately as possible so you can receive your divine guidance. Focus, so you can receive your divine guidance and messages towards on your journey to becoming more yourself. Right? Something like that are the intentions. Feels like a very powerful reading today. It feels like there's a lot of information coming in. Feels like the bandwidth is a little small, and so there's a lot going on. Wow. All right, let's get started. In the past, we have the Seven of Cups. I don't know what to choose here. I have a lot of things that I'm interested in. I have a lot of options here. I'm not sure which one's for me. I'm trying to decide. Ooh, interesting. I've got a lot of options here, but there's this belief in the past when I'm tuning into this that I can't change some foundational aspect. And that's limiting my options. It's like I can't take this. I'm trying to figure out how to enjoy where I'm at. I can't go somewhere else because there's a mental block. So I've got the small selection of what I can choose from. I feel like in this time period, boy, it's like I'm feeling hyper vigilant. I'm trying to find some type of option. I'm trying to find some way to find some fulfillment. And I feel very guarded. There's something about the environment that's I can't change. But I'm stuck in this environment, but I'm trying to find some happiness for myself. I feel very guarded in my environment. I feel like if I were to be honest with myself, which I don't feel like you were as I'm tuning into this, if I were to be honest, I'm feeling very vulnerable because the people I have to defend myself against are those who are closest to me. That's a peculiar sense, like I have to be guarded and defensive with the people that are also my support network. Wow, it's not surprising to come, Ten of Swords, to come out of this. I feel like the belief is I can't leave this. I can't leave this connection. I can't leave this family. I can't leave whatever this is. It might be financial. It might be because there's some type of stability or security. But it's such an unhappy place. I don't feel like I have a lot of options. I'm trying to entertain myself. I'm trying to find fulfillment. But I'm having to defend myself where I live from those the closest to me, because the people closest to me are brutal, mean, savage, unnecessarily cruel, punishing. Yeah, there's a lack of balance. There's an impatience to leave this energy because it's like a death of 1,000 cuts, 10,000 cuts, 1,000,000 cuts. It's just constant. It feels like these people are telling you with their actions, with their cruelty, but you stay. But you're staying in. It's like you're choosing to stay. You could leave, but you won't leave. It's like there's some naive belief that you have that says, I can't leave. I can't leave this connection. And it's just so out of balance. It's so out of whack. I feel like you left this behind in the past to seek your own success, to seek your own. You could feel that I can't have success here. I can't have the couple. I want success. I want victory. I want to be celebrated. I'm not celebrated here. They can't see me. They see me and punish me. They see me and they're brutal. There's just a lack of but it's just so frustrating. I'm just it's doing my head in this energy. I feel like on some level you knew that there's love out there for you. There's a better coupling. There is love for you. It just doesn't feel like it's here where you were in the past. There's victory out there for you, but not here. Yeah. Whew. All right. In present time, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. Now, here in present time, you're showing up as independent, capable of taking care of yourself, of more than that, taking care of yourself, happy, abundant. You're cooking things up. You're interacting with the world. You're very independent. It feels like you've left this energy behind. You realize that you don't have to be stuck. You have so much more going for yourself. You even have access to more finances. I feel like you're kind of wondering why you stayed in that situation in the past for so long. You've got plans to even create more abundance. It's like you're slowly but surely going to get to whatever this is that you're growing, it's more like building. You're building something. You've been able to detach from something that you were emotionally attached to. But you're moving on. There's no love there for you. There's some unwanted messages coming in. Unwanted messages around, it feels like this connection in the past. Messages coming in about this time in the past. They're either coming from or they're about someone who's in their emotions now, someone who's really not doing well, someone who's emotionally out of control, emotional overwhelm. They're not doing well in the current energies. 3 of Swords just wanted to pop out. Boy. There's also, this feels like another energy. Feels like they're friends, or they're somehow connected. They maybe that's who's bringing the message, but they're not coming upright. They want to tell you something. But it looks like you want to move to calmer waters. You're like, yeah, let's get some more in the messages. What messages are coming through? Someone wants to grow something with you. They want to talk about where you're investing your money, where your focus is going. I feel like the opinion or how you're responding is like, did I ask you? I feel like whoever is bringing this kind of unwanted information, I don't feel like you want to hear this. You're not looking for this communication. And it's like, oh, okay. Oh, no, I think you should invest in me. Some of you are going to get you're doing it wrong. Sorry, so sorry. But I feel that's what you're gonna be like, oh, am I doing this wrong? Because in the past, when I did things your way, things were very unbalanced, unhappy. I had to defend myself against brutality in my own space, maybe in your own home. Maybe you were also treated as an option in your own home, in your own connections. And now the audacity of judgment, of someone saying, they're just not in a good place. It feels like they're desperate, and you should invest in me. But you're like, hey, this isn't a partnership any longer. We're not together. Oh, you, some of you might be very tempted to, some of you, I saw a third party. I said, while I'm shuffling, I saw 3 of Swords. Some of you were put into a third party situation, and because it feels like your person in the past was like, this isn't working. Instead of processing through this, I'm just going to discard where I'm at and go right into creating a loving connection for myself and victory. But you can't get from this low vibrational energy to what they wanted. Not like that, not without shifting their vibration first. And so it feels like for those of you who are put into a third party scenario, there's like, yeah, well, it looks like you invested in third party. What about asking them to invest in you? Because you have, I just kind of like giving it back a little bit. The thing is, it looks like you're wanting to move to calmer waters, so it doesn't even feel like you're wanting to poke that hard at this. There is a possibility of gloating here, but I think your overall energy is, I want to move to calmer waters. And I don't want to stir anything up with these energies. Feels like quite a few people who have a plan, a plan to, this could be people working together, or these could be individual people who are seeing you succeed and seeing you in that Nine of Pentacles energy, and they aren't doing well. And so they're not above using emotional manipulation, using seduction, using lies, half lies, lies of omission, victimy. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of people coming in and like wanting to guilt you, but they're expecting you to completely forget all this Ten of Swords activity. Like, well, let's not talk about that. And you're like, nope, you made your choice. You made lots of choices. You could have stopped at any time, and then you doubled down and added more swords. So it feels like a hard no from you. Like, why would you go back from Nine of Swords to Nine of Pentacles to Page of Pentacles in reverse? The Nine of Swords also, why would you go back into a nightmare? They're desperate. What can I say? Okay, messages from your higher self is the Six of Wands in reverse. A lack of victory, a lack of success. Your higher self wants to talk about that lack of victory. Someone not having victory, something not being successful. Something that came apart. Something that didn't work, something that came apart, a group or a connection that came apart, it didn't work. Someone's having the calling. That ended, that lack of success. There's the end of that, the lack of things coming apart. That ended for you. You heeded the calling. And the perception, and then you heeded the calling. I'm going to end that cycle. I'm no longer going to continue being in Six of Wands in reverse. I'm no longer going to be unsuccessful. I'm letting things fall apart so they can come back together correctly. And it looks like you're waking up. It created an incredible sadness for someone else. A depression. Your waking up is creating darkness in someone else's life. I'm not getting the message that you are to blame at all. I feel like what I'm perceiving here is that you were the light in a connection and someone was unaware of and devalued you, didn't appreciate you, didn't understand what you brought to the table. They made you feel like you were powerless, nothing's good about you. They projected all of their limitations onto you. You might have even believed some of that, or a lot of it. But as you had this awakening and let things fall apart in the connection, then and woke up and went on your way, it looks like this person has had an incredible amount of sadness, depression. They don't have access to the light. Your wheel of fortune is rising. You've cut ties with what no longer serves you. If you've cut cords, energetic cords, you're much more head over heart right now. And you're heading towards your 10 of Cups, towards your emotional fulfillment. Feel real self-pity coming from whoever got left behind. They left themselves behind. It feels like they tried to leave you behind. It is what it is. Oh, how things change. All right. Your challenge is the Hierophant. Your challenge is to stay connected with Source, to stay in that divine connection, to keep your energy as high as you can, bringing in light, connecting with Source, connecting with your Creator. Okay, because it looks like there are these energies coming in. I'm getting this week, there are energies coming in wanting to cause disruption because they are disrupted in their life and they want to project it out. The gossip, the people coming together to blame you. And it feels like someone's got something they want to tell you, and this is a challenge. They have some type of communication. I feel like you're willing to listen. I feel like you're safe because it feels like you've got energetic protection around you. Life has been very generous to you since you've separated from these type of beliefs, these type of people. You're in that 9 of Pentacles and you're heading towards more, creating more. And so you've got this abundant energy about you, a lot of blessings. People can kind of feel like you're blessed. You've got Source on your side. You've got that connection with Source. And it's like they want your energy because they haven't figured out how to access this on their own. I think there's a temptation for you maybe to heal, to go into like a wounded healer. I want to fix these people. I want to help. I want to heal. You can't do it for them. The call has to come from within. The changes have to come from within. The imbalance that they're needing to address is within. It's not outside. It feels like they're trying to see who's to blame, and they see you succeeding, so you must be to blame for what's happening to me. There's a lot of fear driving these communications. So just be aware, stay grounded, stay connected with Source, and don't lower your vibration and go back and try to convince someone who can't see. You would just be hurting yourself. All right. I feel that's tough for even me. That's a tough message to receive, let alone to communicate to, because I've got such a generous spirit, and I don't like to see people suffering. And if I have something, I feel like I want to give what I have. I'm not trying to hoard what I have. I want to be generous of spirit. But what I'm getting here is it's a spiritual, this is spiritual. This goes a lot deeper. Stay aligned. be the example of alignment, of abundance, and those who are ready and able will match where you're at. You will teach them by how you move through your day, how you hold your energy. Those who project blame onto you, who feel entitled to what is yours and what you've created. Just allow them to have their beliefs. Wish them well. Stay in your alignment. Stay in your alignment. A phalanx of alignment. You can do it. All right. All right. What's hidden is Seven of Pentacles. Ooh. What's hidden is something that you've been focusing on. Your attention is coming. It's ready for harvest. Let me take a little drink here. All right, so what's hidden is something that you've been working on for a long time. You've planted some seeds that you've been waiting, you've been checking, see if they're sprouting yet? Are they growing yet? What's happening here? Ooh, some type of disappointment. Oh, feels like what you've been working on is just, it's like, oh, this isn't turning out. Oh my gosh. Ooh. The nightmare. It feels like you might be in your head about things, like trying to figure out something that I've been focusing on is not reaping the benefits, and it's got me in my head. So I have to release some burdens. What is it that you're burning? Some beliefs? Okay, so what I'm tuning into here is expectation. Your timeline, when you think your success should roll in, when you think your business should grow, when you think about, I feel like you've got some, you're trying to control too much. You're hanging on too tight, goose. The seeds you planted are coming to fruition, but it's not how you expected. And that creates disappointment in your head, or it's not coming at the timing, it's not coming in the shape and form as you expected. It looks like you've got some beliefs, some burdens, like you're carrying too much. It's a lot easier than what you've planned, and that's what the issue is. Remember that you're co-creating this with Source. You're co-creating with Source, with the Creator, the all that is. So there's timing, there's a lot of things going on, and it feels like right now you're jumping to conclusions. I don't see anything sprouting, and so it's not coming, it's not happening, and it's very upsetting. And this feels a bit, I'm worried. I'm worried about this. But what I'm getting is let go and let God. Trust and faith that the timing will be right. You don't need to believe it's like you're trying to make something happen instead of just connecting with source. That's been coming up a lot. It's in your challenge and it's coming up again. Stay connected with source. Okay, so it looks like there's some quantum shifts that are happening. And if you start creating beliefs around, I can't create what I want, you're blocking your own blessings. Stay high vibe and stay in that love energy. Co-create with source. That's the connection. Stop trying to make something out here happen and connect up. Connect yourself and have that be the, I don't know what's going to happen out here. You know, I've got hopes and desires and things that I've planted. But where I am certain, my certainty is that I'm aligned. Stop trying to find certainty and stability out here in what you're creating. Your stability and security is with your alignment with source. That's what's hidden. Your abundance. Oh my gosh. The abundance that you created for yourself, the abundance that you are creating for yourself, your ability to heal past this, your ability to move towards your 10 of cups and 10 of pentacles, of finding loving connections and success, is not about any of this stuff out here. It's about your connection with source. Don't forget that, because that is what's coming at you. The people who are frustrated with your success think that it's about what you're doing out here. What are you doing? How are you moving? What is it that you're doing? That's not it. That's not where the message and the magic is. It's here. It's your connection with the divine, guiding you, intuiting you, leading you to your success. That's what they really, it's starting to show up, and it's shown up in your environment, and they're trying to figure that out. Who are you connected with? What are you doing? How are you moving to make this happen? I'm co-creating with source. Wow, very powerful. Okay, your opportunity is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's an opportunity as something is falling apart. Something's not working. A group. It looks like a group. It is around work, finances. It looks like their leader, whoever, quite possibly a masculine energy, is corrupt. A masculine leader that's corrupt. Someone who really showed off, like, it feels like they hid behind yes, bullshit is accurate, but a facade. They created a facade of wealth and abundance, and they're really greedy and manipulative, and I know this sounds judgy. They're icky. This is icky energy. This is deception. This is someone who's so greedy. They pretend to be, pretend, tell everybody, like, project this I'm so well off, but it's coming apart. I feel like this person's losing their shine and everyone's scattering. Whatever they were trying to build, it's coming apart. They're trying so hard to avoid a tower. I definitely see this in the big picture, and it's also in small pictures and maybe private individual connections. Someone who's a masculine leader and it's falling apart. The truth is coming out. They're trying to avoid a tower. Oh God. How do they yeah, they're unapologetic. I'm so sorry. They're just, all of this is coming to light. Everything's falling apart, and it's like, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Oh, their ego. Oh my gosh. They're not moving to calmer waters. I feel like this person thrives in chaos. They create chaos. They really need to go to heal. It feels like I feel like they don't even realize that their reign is over. They can't move on. And it looks like someone who's also in a place of leadership is looking at this. Someone who has been through the fire. Someone who's upright. Someone who's very charismatic. Passionate about a new beginning. Oh, this feels like the birth of a new leader, a different kind of leader. This is the leader we've all been looking for. And so it might be out here, people stepping into leadership positions to fill the void that this toxic energy had. The birds are going crazy, all this loud distraction energy. I feel like that's what this leader that's leaving does. They distract with a lot of loud, very confusing. It's not pretty. And it feels like there's a leader. So that's on the macro. On the micro and within, this is parts of yourself. The opportunity is toxic parts of yourself are being exposed, and you're healing that. And then it looks like it feels like this is around masculine energies. So you might be healing your right side. You might be really ousting, letting toxic masculine traits of yours that you've been clinging to. Maybe kind of a revenge cycle, and that's what earlier in this reading, like a desire to just put people in their place. It feels like there's an opportunity for you to rise above this, to embody the masculine leader, whether you're female, you identify as woman, man, or non-binary. Your masculine energy has a real opportunity here to rise above this and heal. You've been through the fire. Your masculine energy, it's like a new way of leading. The opportunity is paired with the difficulty in this week. That's interesting. Like you could avoid all the difficulty, but you'd be avoiding the opportunity as well. They come hand in hand. Oh, great message. Okay. The possible outcome is 8 of Cups. Yeah. Moving away from things that are emotionally unsatisfying. I feel like that you've been doing a lot of 8 of Cups. Maybe you've mastered the 8 of Cups, or you're in the process of mastering. I walk away from whatever is emotionally unsatisfying. Watch me master the art of detaching. Yeah, as things come to light, as things bubble up to the surface within you, you walk away from old ways of being. You walk away from people and situations that are not fulfilling. where things have been hidden. This is interesting. Okay. Do we need... There's another message coming in right here at the end. For those of you who were put in a third party with these energies, there's another possible outcome. You are walking away from whatever surfaces and you realize it's not emotionally satisfying. There's also, this might just be for some of you, where third party energies, it feels like they want you to feel like they feel like an option, and they tried, or they wanted, or they made you feel like you were an option. The thing is, you were supposed to be in heartbreak. You were supposed to be defeated. You were supposed to stay down. This energy's so mad. You didn't stay down. You were supposed to stay down. The plan was you were supposed to stay down. You weren't supposed to be able to get back up. I mean, that's brutal. Jeez Louise. They're so mad. They're so mad because what they planned for you is happening to them. You're getting out, you pulled those swords out of your heart, and you came back stronger. It's kind of like Iron Man. Tony Stark was meant to be destroyed in the first Iron Man, and nearly did, but he somehow fabricated and created a heart for himself that's more powerful. And that's just like, your success just annoys them. Oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. I feel like they want another shot at this, another crack at you, and that's a possible outcome for some of you. They're now in heartache. They're now alone, and they're living in their lie. All they have is their lies. Nobody's feels like they want to communicate. They want to can I say something? I want another crack at it. Oh, this energy's just desperate. Yeah, they're feeling insecure, unstable. They're worried about their finances. Oh, it looks like for some of you, whoever this is, if you know who this is, that the authorities, someone is looking into, is seeing what they did, what they are doing, the lack of compassion, the lack of care for others, the heartlessness, the emotional pain and turmoil. Whoever this authoritative person is who's seeing this feminine toxic energy, it's like they're gathering the truth. They're talking to others who are willing to say the truth. This person might be in trouble. This might be it feels like an authority, someone who it feels like a masculine type of energy, could be embodied by any gender, but they're seeing very clearly the lack of love and the cruelty to someone who's just trying to heal. So even if some of you experience an outcome with this person wanting one more shot at you, a feminine energy that just wants to take a crack at you, they can't help themselves, they're desperate. And to everyone, you look like you're doing really well. And if they do take this shot at you, one, you walk away. They're exposing themselves. And you just kind of, I feel like instead of 8 of Cups walking away, the version of this card, oh, I got to create this, is we're in front of this person, that's you, and what you're walking away from, instead of a tiny little cup filled with fire, it's an explosion. You're just that cool person walking away from this explosion behind you. So cool, so cinematic. You're just like, yep. I feel like for some of you, a feminine energy might take a crack at you. I'm talking like saying something. This is all verbal, talky stuff. And it feels like they're projecting their limitations onto you, that you use people, that you're poor, that you just whatever they are, they're projecting onto you, and it's coming out of their mouth. When this happens, someone sees it anyway. Someone sees it for the cruelty that it is, starts investigating, talking to others who are willing to finally tell the truth, willing to speak the truth about how unloving, it's so cruel. There's no love here in this action, and how they behaved in this really horrid way to someone who's really lovely and cares about others and just wants to heal themselves and move on. Yeah, there's yep. Wow. Whew. 47 minutes. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of information. Long reading. Gonna go take a nap after this. That's a lot going on this week. Wow, I can't wait to hear the comments if you're willing to share, if this is resonating and who these players are. Wow. Take care. Bye.